go. You're listening to
This is
Motivational Moments with Demia. One podcast to get motivated.
Hello, everyone. This is Demia Avery with Motivational Moments with Demia, and welcome back to episode 6 of my podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, and to all of my subscribers, I thank you so much. I hope you will continue to join this movement of motivation and encouragement. So, on today's episode, we have an amazing show. So, of course, we have Motivational Moments with Demia. We also have my Inspirational Person Pick of the week. Of course, you know I am always excited about that because it's always somebody that at least expects it and they just love it. I got some criers too. Because it's nice to be recognized for something. And when people don't think that you're watching, it's nice to be recognized for the things that you do. And last but not least, I have Political Dynamo, activist, motivational speaker, celebrity host, Fred Green. So trust me, you do not want to miss this. So stay tuned, but we're going to start out with our mantra. And here we go. Today is the day that puts you that much closer to being the person who you know you were born to be. Mark today as that day that you can and you will overcome anything. Say it with me, y'all. I win today. All right, guys, welcome back. I had to put my glasses on because y'all know I can't see. I can't see if I'm squinting and all kind of stuff, but hopefully there's no bad reflection in them and we can go forward. So today's word for the day, I actually changed it because it was going to be the word determination. But I think the word that I've chosen actually goes in line with the same thing, and that's mindset. And when I think of mindset, this kept coming up to me with the last couple of weeks. I can't wait for you to meet Fred Green on our interview because he definitely talks about mindset for sure. And also Pastor Richard Wilford, he talked to me a lot about my dreams and my goals and things like that, and the mindset that you have to have in order to get those things, to attain your dreams and your goals. So there's something in a motivational moment that I can't wait to share with you guys about having the right mindset. But really, when you're going after your goals and when you're going after your dreams, you really have to kind of trick your brain, because life will tell us that you can't do it. Life will tell you that, whoa, this is getting into unfamiliar territory. You can't do this. There's no way you can accomplish this. It's going to cost too much. It's going to make you sacrifice too much. And it's always when you get to that edge of getting ready to do something, your brain is always going to stop you and just say, wait a minute. This is going to take more than what I can give. And it really, all it comes down to is fear. In order to have the things that you want, you really have to start developing a different mindset about certain things. For instance, Okay, let's say this. For instance, you guys heard me talk about me being shy to be on video. I literally, every time I get on this camera, because I have my own insecurities about certain things that I don't want to be portrayed, out in public. You know what I'm saying? I'm really nervous about being on camera. I'm nervous about forgetting all the things that I want to say. And I do have this habit of I think faster than my mouth moves. And sometimes I get stuck on what I want to say and I forget it and I get off track. So I was extremely nervous about doing video podcast. I was concerned about how I was going to look. I was concerned about, am I going to be as good as other people that I see? Was my quality going to be good? And I had to literally change my mindset to and train it, like to really say, you know what? Whatever it is, it's going to be that. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go out here and I'm just going to do my best. And I had to say to myself, even after your first couple of episodes, after you get the nervousness out, after you get the insecurities out, you're going to do great. And it's only going to get better and better and better. So even when I didn't do so well the last time, I know the next time I'm going to be better. And eventually, guys, I'm going to be a pro. And I'm just saying, I'm just saying. So when you're up against the different things that make you insecure or make you fearful, go ahead and do it anyway, because eventually you're gonna get past it. You're gonna get past it. And see, that's my new thing now. Just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. Change your mindset, change your thinking. You're gonna be all right. You're going to be all right, because either you're going to do great or you're going to not do so great. But as long as you keep doing it, and as long as you're going after your dreams and you keep going and you keep going and keep going, pretty soon it's going to be easy. And I had to get rid of wanting to be perfect all the time. Wanting to be, everything has to be perfect. I have to say exactly the right thing. If I mess up, oh my God, you know what I mean? But it's not like that with me anymore. I'm like, if I mess up, you know what? It is okay. It is okay. And that just means you're real. And that just means that you're human. So literally I had to change my mindset in order to do this podcast. And now I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It still scares me. Don't get me wrong. It still scares me, but the more that I do it, the more comfortable I'm getting at it. So I just wanted that to be a lesson to you that you really can have anything that you want. You really can. You just have to believe it. You have to go after it. You have to take action at it. And even when it feels like you're not doing that great at it, just keep going. You will be just fine. And I did this video, Motivational Moments, before, and I had posted it, but it's almost been a year or so since I posted it, but it just fits today's lesson. So I hope that this motivational moment helps somebody today. And for those who've already seen it or heard it on my Facebook or something like that, I hope that this pulls you back up and pulls you out of something if you need it. So here goes my motivational moment with Demia, and then the word for today is mindset. Here we go. This is Motivational Moments with Demia, and I wanted to share a quick message with you. So recently, someone had expressed to me that they had admiration for me because I never give up. No matter what I've been through, no matter what did or didn't work, they say you always get back up again and you're not afraid to take chances. Now, of course, I graciously thank them, and I'm always humbled that someone sees something in me that inspires them. But what I wanted to share with you today, my friends, is that God didn't give me anything different than what He gave you. Now, we may not have the same gifts, We may not have the same talent, but what he did give us is opportunity. God has given you everything you need to have the life that you want. What I mean is, if you seek him and believe, you can start working on those things right now. Those things that you've always dreamed of, you can work on that today. Now think about it. Think about the things that you have gone through in your life and tell me that you haven't been given what you need. He has given you strength when you thought that you didn't have anything left. He has given you courage when you thought that you didn't have any. He has given you wisdom when you thought you didn't know any better. He's given you resilience when you thought that you were going to break. He didn't give me any special powers. What's in me is in you. So receive it. Receive it. Receive it. Take it to heart. Adopt it in your soul. You have everything that you need. Now, I know it gets hard. I know that it gets tough. I know it seems that you never have the time. You never have the money. You never have the support. Sometimes you feel like you never get a break, but I'm here to tell you to keep climbing that mountain. I know that mountain is hard as hell to climb, but keep climbing, because I know that every mountain has a top to it, and you will get there. Think of every step as another level, another lesson learned, another piece of knowledge that you've gained. And when you get tired, just take a deep breath and blow it out and keep on moving. Learn to be grateful for the climb. And listen, I can't wait until you get where you want to be, because it's all going to be worth it. And hey, you're not alone. Just know I'm with you. I've taken my steps to greatness. My eyes are just now starting to fully open. I'm just starting to see what it was all for. I want you to be the person that you were born to be. I know you feel it. I know that you were meant for so much more. Now, I heard someone say, well, I'm up there in age, so I'm just going to settle for this life that I have now. Is that really what you want? Are you really okay with giving up? Now, you can hide how you feel to the world, but the toll it takes on your soul is enormous. Remember, you're still living. And as long as you have breath, you can bring happiness and joy to your life. I'm no different from you. The only thing that's different is my mindset. All right, so welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you got something out of it. I really enjoyed doing it. So make sure that you share that, share that with someone that really needs it, that really needs to hear that. So I hope that was a blessing to you. So now we have my inspiration person pick. And again, she doesn't know that I'm picking her. Her name is Waynna Dobson. Now, I met Waynna, gosh, I don't know. She's from Wilmington, Delaware, and she does so much in the community. She's another community type person that she's involved in politics there. She hosted a local television show there that was very popular, and very popular for years. And she does so many things in her community. She's always involved. And I mean, when I say involved, I mean really involved in people's lives. She's just a wonderful person. And I love following her because she always has something coming up that she is giving back to Delaware. And I know a few times I saw on her post that she's been ill a couple of times, but it doesn't stop her. It doesn't stop her. And it seems like everything that she wants, she goes after it like 100%. And again, you guys know that I admire people like that. So Waynna, if you're watching, we love you. We love everything that you do, and just continue to be a phenomenal woman. Just continue. And anybody that is watching this, and just let her know she's on Motivational Moments with Demia. And here's my little tribute to her. We love you, Waynna. All right, guys. So it is time for my interview with the amazing, amazing Fred Green. Gosh, what can I say about Fred Green? I wanted to read his bio, but it is so his accomplishments are so much more than his bio. He started at a really really young age at hosting, and he got into the political arena very very early, and he organized a lot of marches. When I met him, he was doing Trayvon Martin, and he had so much support. And when I say he did a lot of marches, I mean he would have so many people coming to his rallies. And then, I mean, it was a no-brainer for him to start to really get into the political arena. But he's also a motivational speaker. He's also a celebrity host. He used to do a lot of hosting for a lot of events when I lived in Delaware and beyond. He is just he's phenomenal. That's my favorite word. He's just a phenomenal person, and he's a great person. He is a great person. If you ever get a chance to meet Fred Green, you start to believe that there are actually great people in this world, if you don't believe that already. But he's just amazing. So, and then not to mention his personality. When I say he has personality, he has personality, and you never forget meeting him. He demands respect, and you know what? He deserves it. He deserves it, and his future is goes way beyond what he's doing now. So I'm gonna get right back into my interview with him. I hope you enjoy it. All right, here we go.
Hey, Demia Avery.
Fred Green, what's going on?
All right, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know it has been quite some time, but it's so good. It's so good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, you doing good?
I am absolutely amazing. I can't complain at all. Everything is going well.
Yeah.
Oh man, God has been good. That's all I can say. It's a blessing.
I know. You know
Things are
what?
flowing in the right direction.
I check out your social media all the time, and I said Fred is something else.
I know, right?
So, at the beginning of this episode, I already go into like your bio and I tell a lot of your accomplishments, but I have to tell people how I actually met you.
Yeah.
So I was living in Atlanta and I had moved back to Delaware for, temporarily. And at that time I was doing PR. You still there?
I'm still here.
There you go.
There we go.
So I was doing PR, but when I had moved back to Delaware, I had been gone for quite a while. And then when I moved back, everybody was saying, Fred Green doing this, Fred Green doing that. This is back during the Trayvon Martin time.
Trayvon Martin, yes.
Yeah. And I was like, who in the world is this Fred Green? So one of my best friends, of course, you know me, Tanya.
Yes.
One of my best friends, she said, you got to meet Fred Green because he's a friend of the family. And
Yep.
And boy, did I meet you. So everyone that's listening, I did some PR for Fred, and we had an amazing time. Even though it was short-lived, it was an amazing time. And
it really was.
Yeah, and I was just so honored to have worked with you, and still honored just to even be friends with you on a personal level. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, anytime. And thank you. And, I also want to publicly thank you for what you've done for me in my career with the PR. And you did an amazing job. You got me my first website.
Yeah.
Oh my God, all that. I had an app and all kinds of stuff. So you was doing it all. So thank you, and thank you for all that you've done, and all that you continue to do, and support me in my career and what I'm trying to do in life. So thank you.
What? You're quite welcome. So, listen, the first thing that I want to talk about, and this is one of the first things that I noticed about you, but I know that people
Hmm.
notice about you, and that's your level of confidence. Fred, you have, I mean, when you meet someone and your very presence is
Hmm.
just on a whole different kind of level. And and as long as I have known you, it's always been that way. Have you always been that confident in yourself?
I have ever since I was younger. I've just always I've always been confident. Always knew I was always secure in who I was and what it is I wanted to do in life.
Hmm.
And I knew that nobody could stop me. And I'm just like, I just always I was just always me. If that
Yeah.
and me, I'm confident in me.
Yeah.
So
Very comfortable in your skin. And that's important, don't you think?
absolutely. Oh, I think it's very important. You got to be comfortable in your skin and who you are, because if not, people will walk all over. They'll treat you like anything. So you have to really be comfortable in your skin. People, nowadays a lot of people like to bully people, talk about people, and if you're not comfortable in who you are, comfortable in your skin, that'll affect you to get to you. So I'm very comfortable and confident in who I am.
Yeah, and not just that, you know how like in your career people always assume sometimes when people are confident or
Hmm.
they assume it as being arrogance. But I don't see it as being arrogance. I see it as being just I know, I know who I am, I know what I bring to the table and
Absolutely.
so I would imagine, have you had anybody ever think that you might have been arrogant or that they just always say you just exude a lot of confidence?
Not many people, but there have been a few people that thought, I was arrogant or stuck up, but that's because they haven't met me. So when you meet me in person, it's a totally different,
Right.
you get a total different outlook. But if you was to try to judge me, maybe from what people say or, from pictures, you may think I'm like arrogant, but it's the complete opposite.
Right.
And once you meet me in person, then you'll realize that.
So you know what? Speaking of confidence, there's a story. Now you might have to fill me in on this story.
Uh-huh.
I had heard that long time ago that you had gotten on a plane, you had gone
Uh-huh.
to California, and you had gone to some type of an award show. Not invited, but you invited
Uh,
yourself to the red carpet. Am I right?
yes, you are completely right. Yes.
A little bit about tell us a little bit about I love that. I love that you have confidence in yourself. What tell us about
Oh yeah. So when I was 14 years old, I started going out to California to the NAACP Image Awards,
Mhm.
and so I would go. It was this group of people out of Delaware. At the time, I was living in Darby, but this group out of Delaware, Nicole Butler, A&B Productions. She used to run a trip to California and she used to scout talent. And so I went out there, I was just getting into hosting and everything. And I was 14 years old, got on a plane by myself, went out to California, went to the awards, and, they had like the general admission entrance, and then they had like the red carpet where all the celebrities entrance was. And so, and, my group, they all was going through the general admission. And I'm like, listen, I'm a celebrity. I'm going on the red carpet. I'm not walking with y'all. And so I literally walked to the red carpet. And as I'm walking through security, I act as if I was a celebrity and as if I belonged there. So they never stopped me. They never asked me, who are you? Where's your publicist? Where's your manager? Nothing. I literally walked on the red carpet and I owned it. And I got all kinds of pictures from me on the red carpet and everything.
Oh my
So yeah, I just had confidence as if I belonged there, and I acted as if I belonged there, and I walked that red carpet just as if I was any other celebrity.
And that is so funny to me. That is funny, but I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you want something, no matter what it is, you just go for it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and that's how you got to be, even with entertainment and politics. And politics now, I wanted to be an elected official. Ever since I was younger, I've always wanted a seat at the table. I always thought it was important that, oftentimes you have a lot of older people making decisions for younger people. I think we need to have young people at the table, helping make decisions for young people. And so when I was younger, I always wanted a seat at the table. And I said I wasn't going to stop until I became an elected official. Here, lo and behold, in 2017, I ran for office, and now I'm an elected official. So, when you want something bad enough, you'll fight and you'll get there, and you'll do it by any means necessary.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you just owned it. You just said, when going back to your story, you just said, I belong. This is where I belong. So what? You got something? You got something?
That's right. That's right. And look, from that moment on, I started going back to Hollywood every year, and I did the same thing. Even they had like this VIP celebrity after party, and I didn't have a ticket, and I couldn't get in. And so I said, you know what? I can't get in the front door. I'm going around to the back door. I literally snuck through the kitchen and walked into the party. Like literally, I'm in Beverly Hills, California. Yeah. I left the awards was in Hollywood. I left Hollywood, and I caught it. What did I catch? A cab or a taxi? I don't know. No, you know what? One of the security guards from the arena gave me a ride to the after party, and I had no ticket or anything, and I couldn't get in the front door. I literally walked around the back, went through the kitchen as if I was a celebrity, and walked into the party.
That is hilarious.
And I've been sneaking in the parties ever since. And it's funny. And let me just tell you, when I was walking through the kitchen, they was bringing P. Diddy through the kitchen.
Are you serious?
And so I'm dead serious. And I got a picture. So I bumped into P. Diddy, and we're up there talking. And, it's me, P. Diddy, Kevin Liles, and I think Danny Glover.
Wow.
Danny Glover. And we're all in a circle, and we're just talking. And I'm acting, and P. Diddy had just won an award, and I'm acting as if I wanted acting like a celebrity. And so they just bring P. Diddy to the kitchen. And so then they announce like P. Diddy is at the party. So then the crowd just go crazy. So then they start following Pete. So then the crowd just start following Pete Diddy. Everybody's trying to get a picture. So this time I leave. So then I'm like, damn, I should have got a picture with him. So I'm like, yo, Pete Diddy, let me get a picture. So he looks back, he sees me, and he runs back and take a picture, and we snap a picture like this. And at the time, he didn't know who I was. He just know I was around that circle. So I had to be somebody because I'm with all these important people. And he ran back and in front of everybody and took a picture with me. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh. But let that be a lesson to everybody that's watching this, that
that's right.
Just go for it. Just go for it. You belong there. Just go for it. But I want to get more into your political thing in just a minute, because I want to talk about that too. But I do want to know, I know you said that you have always had this type of confidence, but was there ever a time that you felt that you had any insecurities? Because I know sometimes people do have their own insecurities. Have you ever had that you just had to overcome?
Not really insecurities. However, if we're being honest, when you first met me and for a long time, when you've known me, I've always been pretty skinny. I've always been like this slim guy, and I always maintained a weight of between 170 and 200. However, over the last 3 years, I've picked up some weight, and I'm like 250 something now. Okay. However, I'm 6'2" though. I'm 6'2" and a half.
You wear well.
Yeah. So, but I wasn't used to it at first, and so I kept saying, I'm fat. Oh, I can't wear this. I can't do this. I can't. And so I was a little insecure about my weight. But now it's like, I post all the time. Oh, I'm fat and I love it. So I make all kind of fat jokes about myself and everything. So I had to overcome that though. It's not something that soon as you start to gain weight, it had to grow on me.
Yeah.
But it took some time. I was a little insecure at first, but now I'm fine. You know, I don't mind it. I wear my stomach out and all.
But you know what? That's something else, because even though, no matter whether you're skinny or you picked up some weight or whatever, and you still look great. It doesn't even matter.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you so much.
And you know what? Sometimes I think that we go internal, and a lot of times we like, you know, people gonna look at me and they gonna think I look like this and think like that. I mean, I have my own insecurities about, even like, I've never done video. So I was like,
really?
Oh my God. And there was so many people that has never really seen me. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm kind of old. So like, I mean, there's people that did back in the day, you know, that has never seen me. And they're so used to me being this little bitty Demia. You know what I mean?
Right,
and
right.
I'm a voluptuous Demia.
But you wearing it well and you look good, man.
Oh, well, thank you, Fred. Thank you. So speaking of, I guess I want to say in a way of transitions, I should say, when I met you, it was more like celebrity host Fred Green, when you used to do all this different hosting and all these events and things around town and beyond. But you transitioned, or it seemed like you transitioned, because I think you've been in politics for a minute, but it seemed like you transitioned into the political arena. So I know you had some things with the school board and things like that. So talk to me about transitioning into that, because you had long hair.
I had, yes. you know, so when I was younger, when I was 11, I started out in community activism. You know, a 4-year-old Jemiah Butler was killed in the city of Chester. She was killed riding in a car with her mother. And I'll never forget it. And when she was killed, I said, if we got people that are 4-year-old getting killed in the city, we have a serious problem. And I want to be a part of the solution. I don't want to be a part of the problem. And so I said I was going to dedicate my life to community activism. But community activism led me to meet Corey Long. And Koryak, you know, DJ Koryak, he was always in entertainment. He was with DJ Khaled and Big Dog Pitbulls, and he used to host this skating event. And so I used to go there. I met Koryak through community activism, but then I started going to the skating rink, and it was a microphone on the counter one day. And I picked up the microphone, and I was like, yeah, this your boy Fred Green. And ever since then, I started hosting. And so from about 12 on, I started out in hosting, and then I started growing my hair long because I wanted to be like the superstar look, and I wanted to be different. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I had like the whole Michael Jackson long hair look and everything. And I got into entertainment, and I did entertainment for a while. But, you know, entertainment was my dream, but community activism and politics was my passion. Wow. And so my dream led me to my passion because, you know, from entertainment, I got popular. A lot of people started to know who I was, and I started hosting all kinds of events and shows. And then I started with the Trayvon Martin movement. Mm-hmm. And I started out working at, after the Trayvon Martin movement, that's when I started working at the Department of Labor. I started being recognized by politicians as this young kid, you know, that's vibrant, that's trying to make a difference. And, you know, like I said, I've always had like this presence. Mm-hmm. And so people always talked about this kid, Fred Green. Yeah. And so that's when, you know, the governor started noticing me, and the Secretary of Labor, John McMahon, he hired me at the Department of Labor. And then I left there and I transitioned to the Social Security Administration. And I resigned from the Social Security Administration and started working under Dennis Williams. He was the former mayor of Wilmington. Mm-hmm. And yes. And so then after I left there, I moved to Chester and started working in the mayor's office. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I just felt it was time. I was getting older, and it was time for me to actually not always be in the back, in the back of the office, helping the decision maker make decisions. It was time for me to sit at the table and start making some decisions. And that's when I ran for office. And so, well, I don't know if it's surprisingly or not surprisingly, but my first time running for office, I got the most votes out of everybody, even all the seasoned politicians. I was the newcomer. Everybody else was seasoned politicians. They had been elected 2 and 3 times, and I had just got there, and I ran for office, and I got the most votes out of everybody. So it was.
But that was a history making thing, because your age. How old were you when you ran for office? Because you were kind of young.
I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
I was 25. I was 25 when I was 24, I think, when I ran. And by the time I was sworn in, I was 25.
Wow. So I know that was a history making thing. How did you feel? I mean, that's a great accomplishment.
I mean, it was big. It was, I mean, I'm still, really excited about that. I mean, for anybody my age, or at 24 years old that even thinks about or decides to run for office, and then not only runs for office but actually wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a huge accomplishment. And then I also went into history books. A lot of people, start putting me in Black history as the youngest sitting elected school board director in the country. At the time I was the youngest sitting school board director in the state of Pennsylvania, and one of the youngest in the country. So, I mean, it was big. It was a history-making moment.
That's amazing. So did all these seasoned politicians, I'm not saying you got to name them names, I'm just saying the seasoned ones, did some of them have, maybe it was a little uncomfortable with you because of your age?
I don't know if they was uncomfortable. I think some of them, it was probably they had to get used to it. Yeah. Getting used to a younger person in the room.
Yeah.
So here I am now, and I'm sitting with, people with doctorate degrees, lawyers, and, all these different important people or high-up people, decision-making people. And it's like, oh, now we got a kid in the room. But, then I came in, and I made people put respect on my name.
I know that's right.
And even the board president, they'll tell you, when I came in, I hit the ground running, and I made sure people didn't look at me as little Fred like they used to remember me from. Like, oh, that's little Fred who used to, walk around marching, stop the violence and stuff like that. I had to transition into, oh, okay, that's Big Fred now.
Right. You had to take you seriously on a different level. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that was one of the reasons I cut my hair. They say every level of your life requires a different you. And in this level, it required a more mature Fred.
Yeah.
And so the hair, I had it when I was, I was young, I was, childish, or I was in entertainment, I was doing that. But then, I had to mature, and I had to be, grown Fred, the older Fred.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the reasons I cut my hair, and so that people would take me serious.
Yeah. So I hear that you're running again.
I am, and it's my re-election year.
Yeah.
I'm running again, and I'm excited. And, I must have done a great job, and people must be scared of the numbers I pulled the first time. So I don't have an opponent this year.
So you're going to win.
I'm going to. All I need is one vote, and I won.
Well, you got my vote.
Yes.
That is awesome, Fred. So you didn't have no opponent or anything, huh?
No opponent. And this is the first time there hasn't been an opponent.
Yeah.
And so it's really good. And I was disappointed because I like a good race. But not only that, I want to see more people stepping up to the plate, getting into politics, or really just trying to make a difference in their community. And I was kind of disappointed that no one else was running up against me or running for school board.
Yeah. Well, you know what else I like about you too? I noticed that you give back to others in that want to be involved in politics. And I wanted to bring up um,
Yes,
Alex Hackett, right?
yes.
Alex Hackett. And I like the fact that you were helping him. Um, I guess kind of, I don't even know if it's honing him or training him, because I know this was his first go around. How did
Yes.
you like doing that? Because so it was like, was it like a mentor thing? But I know you guys known each other forever.
Yeah, yeah. You know, me and Alex, we've known each other for a long time. I'm best friends with his sister Diamond. And it was more so, Alex is like a brother. It's like a brother to me.
Yeah.
And somewhat of a mentorship, but also like a brotherhood. I've been, this is now my second go round and running for election. It was his first go round. But I've been in politics a long time now. Even though I'm only 28, like I said, I started out when I was about 11, 12, and been in politics or community activism ever since. And so I was really just trying to show him the ropes and let him know, how to be a mover and a shaker, what it is that you need to do to get into politics. And, you got to rub some elbows, you got to meet some people, you got to network, and, really just showing him the ropes. And I mean, he ran a great campaign. I'm super proud of Alex.
Yeah.
And I know I see some big things for him. I know he's going to be the senator one day. He's going to be the state rep. He's going to be something. He's going to be something.
So I was thinking that while you were talking, you should really write a book. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You really
What would
should.
it be entitled?
I'd have to think about that. But you know what? You really should. Just from what you were just saying about how to move and shake, how to move and shake and socialize with people and really get your network. What's the quote? Your network is your net worth.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
So I think you should write a book. Think about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on my list.
Well, what's next for you, Fred? I know the election is the next thing. Is there anything left that you want to do besides politics?
Anything, I do want to dibble and dabble in real estate. I've been thinking about that for quite some time. It's really getting into real estate or even into the back into entertainment, but more so on an entertainment venue side. Open up a venue where people can come and perform or, have different special events. So I've been thinking about it. I haven't really made a move yet to make it happen, but I have been thinking about doing some entertainment or in real estate again.
Hey, combine it, real estate for celebrities.
Right. Look at you giving me all these good ideas. I'm going to get your percentage soon.
What? PR, that PR kicks in every now and then.
And that's right. But ultimately, I do want to run for a higher office within the next couple of years. I plan on running for either city council or mayor. My godfather, my father, he's the current mayor now. And I always say that when he said he was only going to do 2 terms. This is his second term. So if he finished his second term and he's finished running, I do want to run for mayor. And so that's one of my plans, is to run for mayor of Chester.
Awesome. So let everybody know how they can find you on social media, Fred.
So you can find me on Facebook at I am Fred Green, on Instagram at I am Fred Green, and Twitter at I am Fred Green.
I am Fred Green. That's right. That's right. So
that's that confidence.
That's right. I am Fred Green. That's right. So is there anything before you go? Well, number one, when you officially get elected again,
yes,
you got to come back on the show.
I sure will. You got to come back. I'll be honored to.
And is there anything that you want to leave us with, or because it's a motivation show or encouragement, anything encouraging you'd like to say to anybody that I usually talk about people that's up there in age and they don't they feel like their dreams are gone because they've gotten up in age and things like that. But in your case, it's all about knowing what you want and determination and just going after it. Is there anything that you want to say to people to keep them going after their dreams?
No matter, I always tell people, I come from Chester, poverty city, lived in the hood, lived in the projects. And, oftentimes people put limitations on what you can do and where you can go. And I oftentimes tell people, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through, you can still do great things and you can be whoever you want to be. All you have to do is believe. And if you believe, you can achieve. Just believe in yourself and always don't give up, no matter what. Don't give up. Often because that moment that you give up is when that break is getting ready to happen. But if you give up, you won't know it. So just don't give up. Just always shoot for the sky and just always don't give up.
Don't put limits on yourself.
Don't put limits on yourself, and don't allow other people to put limits on you.
Boom.
And you know what? I tell people, I haven't told a lot of people this story, but when I was younger, when I was a kid, they diagnosed me and put me in special education. And so growing up, throughout my school years, I was in special ed, and they put limitations on me on what I can do and where I can go.
Yeah. And
the same school district that diagnosed me and told me I belong in special education, I'm now over top of special education.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
And so I tell people, listen, it's when people put limitations on, just don't allow people to put limitations on you. Don't allow anyone tell you what you can and can't do, because you can do whatever you want to do. And the same people that tell you what you can and can't do, you may be their boss one day. You may be over top of them one day.
I know that's right.
And so some of the same people that still work in the school district till this day that I was educated in, I'm now over top of them. So. And that alone speaks volumes. Lesson. And I was, I don't know if you know, but I was a very troubled kid. I was real bad, and growing up, a lot of, teachers and all, they told me that I would never be anything in life and that I would never, and I understood, I was extremely bad. I used to fight a lot. I used to fight the teachers and all. And so, and because of that, they always labeled me as a bully, as a bad child, and, thought I would be a statistic, thought I would never be anything in life. And I always say to them, look at me now.
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
We see you. We see you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Fred, again, make sure you come back. I love you. And we're going to talk soon, but please come back and talk to us again, okay?
I sure will. And I want to leave out with this last quote. Your current situation is not your final destination.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, sweetie. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my interview with Fred Green. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know that you enjoyed it. He's so inspirational and he's very encouraging. It was a great interview. And I want him back on the show. Because I just think he has so much to contribute. So anyways, that is the end of today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe down there. I get all these inboxes, but I need you to like and subscribe so I know that you're out there. You know what I mean? So, gosh, next week we have I'm more than excited to actually talk to this young lady. Her name is Donna Briggs. And Donna Briggs is a journalist. She's a celebrity journalist. And she's a trip, honey. And I know you guys are going to enjoy her attitude, her whole vibe is just energy. So I know you're going to love her. Of course, you're going to see some promos from her. Make sure you check her out. But anyway, go to my website. Make sure you check it out, www.demiaavery.com. And make sure that you subscribe to my newsletter there, and make sure that you subscribe here on YouTube as well, so that we can stay connected. So anything, if you guys have any suggestions, any people that you feel that will be a great asset to be on our show, make sure you hit me up. All right, guys. So see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.